It was all set to be the day of days at the Giro D'Italia. The problem for the riders was there was another day of days and another, 4 to 5 big mountain stages in the final week. It was all set to get underway with almost 5,000 metres of the 25,000 left to climb in one single day. The rain was falling. Roglic had turned up despite the crack the day before the rest day, and riders would leave the Veneto heading up the hill and into Trentino. 4 classified climbs, 5 big climbs in total. It was to be a mighty day, what they call in these parts a tappone. The final double whammy. Santa Barbara and its steep slopes and the length of the climb to San Valentino Brentonico, it was going to break someone's heart. The race began with the usual frenetic last week fight for the breakaway. Satellite trying his turn to get up the road. Other riders trying to be in there to take the stage win. Just over 200 kilometres to ride as well. This one had the distance and it had the makings of a really good group up the road, with Wout van Aert joining Josh Tarling, Darren Rafferty and the rest. There'd be a nasty crash for Josh Tarling, who would have to leave the race. He was taken to hospital. Same with Alessio Martinelli, falling into a ravine and evacuated to have his injuries looked after and checked as well. The gap was allowed to grow to 6:22, Claudine Carbonare. And guess who? Yes, that man again. Lorenzo Fortunato took the maximum points. He had 2 of his men in an experienced big breakaway. In the end, lots of riders joining in, over 20 in fact. Wet roads were causing problems. And wet roads were causing crashes, I'm afraid, as well. Issues for Richard Carapaz. And as he crashed, Primož Roglic going down in the same crash and having to abandon the race. One too many for the man who'd started down in 10th after having dropped and cracked the day before the rest day. One pre-race favourite already out. There was more drama set to come. Ineos Grenadiers were starting to ride, as were EF Education Easy Post. Both Bernal and Carapaz wanting to make it difficult for everyone else. The gap was down to 5:32. UAE Emirates were working hard as Juan Ayuso had an issue and then got back on. But they were also letting the gap grow. 8:38, the breakaway had a real chance. When they were on the penultimate climb, XDS Astana tried to sort things out. Bilbao had been in the move as well. And back in the peloton, EF continued to pile on the pressure. That pressure was soon starting to create problems. And the biggest problem soon became evident. Juan Ayuso, the other big pre-race favourite, was losing ground. And those internal politics, well, they would be decided finally on the road. Ayuso dropped and soon losing a lot of time. No question now, Isaac del Toro de Maglia Rosa was the definitive leader of UAE Team Emirates. Ayuso was already losing more than 2 minutes as they were well close to the top of the penultimate climb. That climb, yet again, won by Lorenzo Fortunato from the breakaway. Another descent into the final climb would come, and UAE Emirates were all behind their main man, the leader. The group was smaller, but it would swell again towards the bottom of the descent. Some riders coming back from the break to help, those satellite riders. Others managing to get back on. But it would be Micah and Adam Yates mainly looking after the main man. And in the breakaway, Yanis Voisau, who'd stolen a march, would be caught by Scaroni, Fortunato and Jefferson Cepeda as Wout van Aert went to domestique mode. It was like watching the Tour de France from a couple of years ago. But Yates didn't attack yet. Giulio Pellizzari did, now freed by the unfortunate departure of his teammate Roglic. Christian Scaroni attacked at the front, and XDS Astana, looking to add a stage win to all of their other prizes from this Giro so far, were working well. Behind, the group was getting smaller. GC favourites remained, as Scaroni was joined by Fortunato Cepeda ceased to be a problem. Simon Yates launched the GC hostilities, starting the day in second, 1 minute and 20 down from the Maglia Rosa. Carapaz also went. Derek G reacted well. Bernal was losing contact, others too. And then this, a stinging attack. So aggressive, so much difference made. Richard Carapaz was really turning the Giro on its head. He quickly put 30 seconds into Simon Yates and Isaac del Toro. Derek G setting off in chase and looking good too. Would it affect the stage win? Well, Fortunato and Scaroni were still working together. Carapaz almost a minute in front of the Maglia Rosa with 4Ks to go. But that Maglia Rosa started to show signs of weakness. Infallible, unruffled, in no danger until now, stage 16. Simon Yates attacking, Del Toro cracking. He'd soon be reached by Bernal. Could he work at it and keep the Maglia Rosa? For a while it was looking difficult, but as 1 kilometre remained for the breakaway, Del Toro continued to fight. A wonderful 1-2 for XTS Astana. Scaroni taking the stage, Fortunato second. A first ever Grand Tour stage win for Scaroni. An Italian win for the first time in 17 stages, ending the longest drought ever. Giulio Pellizzari would finish third. That would be a first Italian 1-2-3 since 2016, and the first on a mountain stage since the day Basso took the Maglia Rosa from Arroyo in 2010. Carapaz across the line. Could he take the Maglia Rosa? Then came Yates, and we were counting back. Bernal, Caruso, Storer finishing. The Maglia Rosa fighting for every pedal stroke. But what a fight it was. Down, but not completely out, and just about holding the race lead. Not a good day for UAE Emirates. One leader lost, another losing time, but they remain in charge as XTS Astana take a huge stage win and many more points as they move safely and further clear of relegation. So that Italian 1-2-3, but all the talk of everything that happened in the GC. Yes, Scaroni celebrating, the Italians too, but the main headlines coming in the fight for pink. 4 big stages to come, plus the procession in Rome, and the GC is closer than ever. 26 seconds of a lead, Yates in second, Carapaz not far away either. Keep your eye on Derek G chasing too. The GC is open, it's still pink for now for young Isaac del Toro, who keeps it for an 8th day. But this is next, another 5-star stage, and a climb up the mighty Mortirolo. Passo del Tonale first, through Ponte di Legno, then the Mortirolo, up towards Bormio, and climbing up Le Motte on the way there. Another beast, more mountains, less distance this time, plenty of elevation, and tired legs. Who's next to break at the Giro? Anything can happen in this race.